Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. And thank you to all of our friends out there on Facebook. As you can tell, I am not Reverend Test. So my name is Valerie Cary, and I am one of the prayer chaplains here at Unity Spiritual Center, Pflugerville. Reverend Test is not here with us today. He is in the hospital, and so we are sending him our prayers and well wishes. Earlier this week, he was hospitalized for what was his pneumonia, and so they put him on antibiotics, and he started responding to the antibiotics, but not quite as quickly as they wanted, and so they ran additional tests, and they found some blockage in the 3 major arteries in his heart. So they are going to fix that this next week. He is scheduled for bypass surgery, and so we know that he is. Thank you. This is my expert, Terry. So we are holding him in the love and light, knowing that he is experiencing perfect medical care, that God has put the exact right people in this situation, and that we know that he is going to be better than ever, and we are very grateful for that. So what we're going to do is I'm doing the service this morning. Pat Barnett will do next Sunday service, and then Reverend Belinda Lightheart, who is a long-time Unity person. She was with us at Dessau, and she now interns with the Unity Church South, and she does the Wednesday facilitation at Unity Church of the Hill. So she's going to do the 2 Sundays after Pat. So we are covered for a month, and then we'll just continue to play it by ear as Reverend Test recuperates. So this morning, I am going to talk about gifts of the Spirit. So as we are 2 weeks into the new year, we think about the fact that every one of us is a co-creator with God. Every day is an opportunity to express our true self. And every one of us has the Christ Spirit within. And so in 1 Corinthians, Paul talks about gifts of the Spirit. So Paul created a Christ community in Corinth around 50 CE, Common Era. And Corinth was a large city, major seaport, very diverse, multi-ethnic, a lot of different faiths in that community. And I'm going to read to you the passage. How if I do this? We'll just take this away. Thank you. So I'm going to read to you from the Message, which is a modern day translation and kind of has the flavor of our modern day language. So this is 1 Corinthians 12. What I want to talk about now is the various ways God's Spirit gets worked into our lives. This is complex and often misunderstood, but I want you to be informed and knowledgeable. Remember how you were when you didn't know God. Led from one phony God to another, never knowing what you were doing, just doing it because everyone else did. It's different in this life. God wants us to use our intelligence to seek to understand as well as we can. For instance, by using your heads, you know perfectly well that the Spirit of God would never prompt anyone to say, Jesus be damned, nor would anyone be inclined to say, Jesus is Master, without the insight of the Holy Spirit. God's various gifts are handed out everywhere, but they all originate in God's Spirit. God's various ministries are carried out everywhere, but they all originate in God's Spirit. God's various expressions of power are in action everywhere, but God himself is behind it all. Each person is given something to do that shows who God is. Everyone gets in on it, and everyone benefits. All kinds of things are handed out by the Spirit, and to all kinds of people. The variety is wonderful. Wise counsel, clear understanding, simple trust, healing the sick, miraculous acts, proclamation, distinguishing between spirits, tongues, and interpretation of tongues. All these gifts have one common origin, but are handed out one by the Spirit of God. He decides who gets what and when. So thinking about this, I went to the Revealing Word, to Charles Fillmore,